what we on? Wednesday the 2nd of December. Just aware tomorrow might be a bit late because I've got my blood test tomorrow. So, we'll see. I don't know yet. I've got Amy coming through. Something, it could be someone living or past, but Amy is the name they're giving me. Amy and Jeff. I don't know. That's better. So today's card is the High Priestess. It's about being careful what goes in your mouth as in diet and medication, what comes out your mouth as in word written or spoken. So very careful what you do today. It's important. So I'm unsure whether it's Amy or Jeff. But they're giving me the sensation of biting the tongue. Now I know, just because my son's epileptic, that this can be a sign of epilepsy. So someone may have passed during a seizure. They're not necessarily epileptic. The seizure is more than likely a separate issue. So, and there she is. So somebody is in an unhealthy situation. Someone is suffering ill health or in depression or in an unhealthy relationship. Trapped. It's Judgment Day. This needs to be settled once and for all. There is a gift from Spirit of a new beginning, but you have to take action. There may have been unfaithfulness or unhappiness in the past, because we have today's card in the reverse and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So this is unhappiness. Pisces energy is negative. It's having to turn things up on its head, because you can't keep living in Groundhog Day. You need to start looking from a different point of view, put your boundaries in place and stop letting people walk all over you. This will bring you happiness and unconditional love, perhaps of a water sign male. Medical matters are being solved. But something is definitely coming back from the past to be settled. Skeletons coming out of the closet. Secrets are being kept. You need to rise like the phoenix from the ashes, to burn things to the ground and begin again. Put your boundaries in place. But action is needed. 1 day, 1 month, 10 months is mentioned. Those born on the 20th, living or past, state for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. And those born on the 12th could be negative. It's karmic situations, secrets, and hidden enemies. So it's time to settle this. It's described as a toothache patched up when an extraction was required. There are obstacles though. Those born on the 19th, living or past, state for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Children, travel, hitting roadblocks. There is messages coming forwards, positive communications, but there is a disappointment that you have played your part in, possibly 5 months. It's not to say that you're to blame, but you're dwelling too much on those disappointments. Someone is returning from your past, but it will cause conflict and competition. Advice, professional advice will be needed, doctor, priest or lawyer. But again, they've doubled up already. Action is required. There will be no reunion. Somebody needs to walk away. 3 to 8 months. You must take action. Don't back down from conflict. Put your boundaries in place and seek advice. Professional advice, not just from anybody. There is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, female energy. Someone is cutting something out of their life. And it's needed because this is an unhealthy situation. Yeah, an enemy is overcome. There is illness and bad temper, what I say about health issues. Fighting the demons within and without. And a Leo could be important. Again, somebody has not settled something correctly. It needs to be brought to a conclusion. It is causing heartache, sorrow, loss and separation. There is an over-emotional water sign, male, same man, twice we've got that card. It could be a female, it's somebody very mature in their emotions usually. Someone is torn between what they should do and what they want to do, and you have to go with what you feel makes you happy. You may be torn between 2 properties, 2 people, 2 situations. I sometimes get this when somebody's ping-ponging between properties looking after elderly parents. Those born on the 18th, living or past, state for your diary and address. Massively important in a positive way. We have the ox and the heron as animal totems. So also the hawk and the bear, but they're negative energies. This is about freedom. And we have the reunion twice. Someone returning from your past. But you have to take action. Settle this. Yeah, because you're vulnerable. You're not protected at this time. You have to be mindful of codependency. So again, the unhealthy situation. An enmeshment, when the Metal King comes as your challenger, he's inviting you to address how overwhelmed you may be around other people. Do you pick up their feelings like a sponge, and do you feel the need to heal them so that you feel better? It's time to get grounded and be careful about your own personal boundaries. What I say. And restrain yourself when you feel like jumping in to help without being asked. You will not be thanked for it. This is also a warning against forming unhealthy relationships in any area of your life. Yeah, Pisces, again, karmic situations, secrets and hidden enemies. You have been enabling someone to stay stuck. You need to step back and let them sort their own problems out. It's time to believe. Believe that they have the strength to do this themselves, and believe that you, Spirit, have this under control. And believe in yourself more than anything. Yeah, and it is the Hanged Man. So, where is he? There he is. I must be a mermaid. I have no fear of depth and great fear of shallow living. So you don't want to live a shallow, mundane life. In faith and trust you must surrender to what is. Pisces is a double fish. One swims upstream, one swims down. It's ruled by Neptune, god of the waters, oceans and sea. And we have the water sign male. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac and symbolises old souls who have passed through many lives, have picked up much here and there and experienced almost everything along the way, but sometimes doesn't process things well and tends to repeat mistakes. Pisceans have trouble maintaining boundaries, sometimes even feeling half erased. If you have ever observed a Pisces, you may notice they don't appear as intelligent as they really are. You could even call them gullible or vague until they start cranking out words of genius, and they can be so physically tuned in it'll knock your socks off. Pisces is a beautiful sign with much compassion, denoting true vision that link up with the collective. Those ruled by this sign know much, know it all deep down, but have trouble sorting matters out. They are able to sense deeply, accept for certain things extremely bad for them, which turn into mishaps and disasters. But through it all, Pisces will survive, and so will you. Dreamers, artists, composers, poets, mystics, victims and prisoners all fall under the rulership of this water sign. There is little doubt that higher consciousness falls under the domain of Pisces in a superficial way. It looks as if the world is your oyster, their oyster with the talents, beauty, sensitivity and connectedness with the unknown. Pisces was the best and is an idealist, but the flip side of this cynicism is cynicism, which can come in waves. So dreams will lead you now, but clear thinking is a must. You may be extra sensitive to beauty currently. Poetry courses through you. You feel connected to the source, and you like the idea of surrendering to what is. Compassion flows. Take advantage of inspiration and channel it into creative projects. If you have a notion or a dream, swim to it. Capture that wave. Take action. A great idea from the past may re-emerge the past. And you may want to return and finish it, but you will want to tackle the idea soon while you are still inspired. So judgment, settlement. Or the entire matter could disappear into the rushes of the deep. You may be confused by the reactions of others or simply unable to get to the correct answer. Pisces can be the pristine sea or the muck of a swamp. So getting lost is a danger. Make sure you're not being pulled under by other people's complications. It's even possible you have someone in your life who saps you. Usually this is not intentional, but because of some delusional way of thinking or viewing the world. That clouds the issue. Don't fall into the same confusion. Make sure you are protected and have your boundaries in place. You may have physical symptoms but find no reason for them. Be careful when this card comes up, especially in regards to medicines or drugs, because allergies and strange reactions to medication can develop. When the Pisces card is involved, circumstances may be covert or at least obscured from view. Compassion, oneness, art, the unconscious, music, water, and being the victim. Don't let others make you the victim.